With staying positive, you find yourself having negative thoughts throughout the whole day. I know 2020 has been an interesting year, but what if I tell you it has been the best year that you could have had? And today, we're going to talk about how you maintain a healthy mindset and how to keep your team on the same exact trajectory. This is your Strategic Partner Podcast. Welcome to your Strategic Partner Podcast, where we give entrepreneurs the secrets, strategies, and processes to increase brand equity and max out revenue. Episode 12, and we're ready to rock and roll. Today, I'm going to talk to you about addressing the elephant in the room. Yes, COVID-19 is still around and is making more damage. Yes, the political space has been crazier than ever. Yes, it may look from the outside looking in that we have been more divided, and or maybe we actually are. But what if I tell you that today, I genuinely believe that 2020 was the best year that's ever happened to us as people? And if you change your mindset and looking at things from my lenses, I think you may realize how blessed you actually are. Let's address a few things that you may rebuttal with. But Ali, I lost my job. But Ali, I lost my restaurant. But Ali, I don't have this and I don't have that. You don't understand, Ali. I don't have the right to speak anymore. I lost my candidate or my candidate won, whatever it may be. Those are justifications that you are making for the lack of what you are not seeing. Let me repeat. The lack of what you are not seeing. Not of what you don't have, but for what you are not seeing. Let's talk about the very first thing I'm going to go to right away. Gratitude. What are you grateful for? Are you grateful for the fact that you can still speak and you can still hear? Are you grateful for the fact that you have that device in your hand that you're listening to your podcast from? Are you grateful for the ability to still eat, make some money, have some assistance? Because I understand I can find 1,001 things to tell you how things are not fair and are bad. But I also know this. I am blessed beyond my own imagination. See, let me give you a little bit of context why I'm coming at you with this conversation right now. Hurricane Sandy, 2012, took everything away from me and my family. We lost everything. We had 7 traditional businesses that we thought was the answer. We were going to be cash flow positive. Everything was going to be perfect. And the unexpected happens. New Jersey has not had in 100 years something as bad as Hurricane Sandy was. And not only we lost the businesses, but it was a start for a very dark road of financial struggle, lack of assistance, having FEMA give you barely 20% of what you should be getting, insurance companies dodging you and telling you why they can't replace or help you financially. And I had 2 outlooks. This sucks. Life is bad. No one wants to help. Or it's a blessing in disguise. Now, let me tell you how it became a blessing. See, because we had multiple businesses running at the same exact time, I was working 90, sometimes 100 hours a week. I kid you not. I would come home, shower, sleep for a little bit, get up, and do it again. What kind of life is that? See, what I failed to understand back then is the universe, in my word, God, was redirecting me to the right path, a healthier path. See, out of desperation, I got into network marketing. Out of desperation of just making any money. And little that I knew that I was going to build a name for myself. Create this huge empire in 6 continents within the business community. The online business community. Now, that was the blessing in my disguise. I've replaced what 7 traditional businesses could not have done for me financially. What they could not have done for me from a relationship standpoint. I'm a happy, healthy human being that my wife gets to see regularly. I have 2 beautiful children with my wife that we wouldn't have had I kept going on the same path. That was the blessing in disguise. So what is the blessing in your struggle? What is the blessing in your focal view where you're thinking, maybe this is wrong? Maybe you're being redirected in a different area of your life. Maybe to start a business. Maybe to try a different job. Maybe to try a new relationship. I think there is something good within you right now and in front of you, And maybe you just needed to hear it from me. What are you missing? You're in a car, maybe listening to this right now. You're staring at nothing, maybe traffic. What is it that the universe is redirecting you to that you keep ignoring? What is the one thing that you know deep down your heart you must and have and should do, but somehow, some way, you keep on missing? That was me. See, I had my first network marketing company, or actually second at the time, to the point that I had 68% of a $400 million company. All that production was going through my organization. And everything was phenomenal. I mean, I was speaking all over the world. And you think, this will never stop. Well, the company sold and didn't tell us. We found out the hard way from a Facebook post on January 2015. My goodness, let me tell you, Hurricane Sandy revived from within me. I was angry. I just worked my face off for 2.5, almost 3 years. I've given my everything. I've risked my relationship to get damaged for 1 year. My wife and I had some marital issues. And this company just picks up and leaves us all behind with nothing. That was the bad moment. Now here's the blessing in disguise. I realized that I built such a huge name for myself that companies around the world were fighting over me. They were literally treating me like a free agent from the NFL, and they were throwing every single perk. We want you to come to our organization. We want you to come to work with us. I didn't get it. But then I took advantage. My company, my team, and we went to an organization that was willing to pay us 3 times as much as every average individual that goes in there. Again, blessing in disguise. I didn't understand what I didn't understand back then. It was an incredible financial boost. It was great, not just for me, but for all the members that I brought along with me. I got them the same deal. Now, let's go ahead again and fast forward. That company got shut down by the FTC for false reporting for what they had within the IRS to what their book of business was showing. Now, guess what? It was not even 10 months into that experience. Again, you wonder, that was horrible. Why? What do I do wrong? You know, you look up to the sky and say, why me? Why not you? Now, let me give you another fast forward. I didn't understand. Why do I keep going through this garbage? See, what ended up happening is a 1.6 billion publicly traded company called and said, we want you to start a networking division for us. Open book, open resources. Again, a huge financial boost. I didn't understand what I didn't understand back then, but it set me up for a mega, huge milestone, growth. Again, the few that chose to come along, and very, very few, might I add, they took advantage of that opportunity. I set them up as much as I was set up, and great things happened. Until that company decided, we're just going to start taking everything that Ali does for or not for us, and we're going to sell it. So they started taking stuff from my coaching business and reselling it in a different division, which I got very frustrated and upset about. As you can imagine, I walked away from it all. And I said, now what? Even this, a great setup, and still went backwards. Some of you may be wondering, well, maybe this guy is just looking for bad opportunities, maybe bad judgments. No, it was happening the way it was supposed to happen. I trust the process. I trust that a higher power is looking after me to position me in the right place. And sometimes it happens in the weirdest way possible. It's like marriage. You don't know when you're going to find your spouse. And your story that you found that individual is always a funny, weird one. Now, what happened from that experience? I decided never ever will I ever give my name, my network, to anybody. I'm going to keep my contacts within my book, and I'm going to coach, I'm going to consult, I'm going to speak, I'm going to sell books. And guess what happened? Within a matter of 6 months, I expanded in 15 countries. My own name, no network marketing. I sold a book in 7 countries. I started dealing with companies like Six Sigma, trainers from all around the world. Started speaking with same stages of individuals like Bob Heilig, Ray Higdon, John and Nadia Melton, Simon Chan from MLM Nation, started to get featured on Networking Times Magazine, became a TEDx speaker, which was an honor, and did it in multiple languages. Launched a vlog, launched an audio, launched podcasts, all these amazing things that were happening. They would never have happened had I not gone through those circumstances that hit me right in the face. You talk about a punch in the gut, oh, that hurt. 3 times in a row it did. What is it that is right in front of you that the universe is trying to redirect you to that you keep on ignoring? I cannot stress this enough. Greatness is within you and 100% right in front of you. You just have to open your eyes and your mindset and accept the signs that the universe is giving you. You're being redirected. You're being repositioned to win. But your resistance is not allowing you to go to the right path. It's like you're on this boat and you're sailing against the current. The water is pushing you one way, but you're still trying to make your way, and you're using every little bit of strength that you have to row against that current. Trust the universe. Trust the process. Trust that you are being led where you belong, where you're supposed to be. And yes, it's going to be a dirty, ugly, weird, dark road. But it is supposed to happen that way so you can appreciate it with humility and grace when you do arrive to your greatness. I experienced it repeatedly over and over and again and again. So right now, November 2020, after the election craziness in the United States, after the pandemic, after the economy's ups and downs, after the racial injustice, it may look, oh my God, apocalypse, fires everywhere. You are simply being redirected to where you belong, where your greatness is found. Are you going to keep focusing on the fire and on the plagues and all the bad stuff? Or are you going to say, I will trust the process. I see hope. I see the light. And give yourself a try. See, it's going to happen with or without you. The greatness is happening with or without you. When are you going to stop resisting? When are you going to give in and allow yourself to take a little chance on you, a little bet on you? Most people say opportunities out there are too good to be true. It's not going to happen. Scam. Your mindset is a scam. Your mindset is a scam. It's scamming you from the greatness that is right in front of you. It's allowing you to keep on going to the wrong path while your subconscious mind identifies, I'm not happy with where I'm heading. So now what? Your team, your network, your prospects, your family, your colleagues, they see the limitations within you. That's why sometimes our families don't believe in us or don't want to support us. It's not that they don't love us and they don't want to help us. They see the limitation and they feel, if I see nothing but limitations, I am not willing to lose my money by investing it in you, whether as a customer or as a business partner. I'm not willing to invest my emotions and my effort in you because all I see is limitations, because you are not giving a chance to yourself. You are not allowing hope, positivity, grace to take the wheel. Allow the universe to provide to you, but you have to welcome it. So in order to turn this thing around and get the best things life has to offer, my friends, I'm here to tell you, 1, change your input. What books are you reading? What audios are you listening to? Hopefully your Strategic Partner Podcast, episode 12 today. You're growing with me, by the way. I appreciate you. What audiobooks are you listening to? By the way, speaking of audiobooks, here's another shameless plug. We have our audiobook officially being released on November 20th, and I will be giving it away to my audience as a gift to you, my inner circle. All you have to do is go to winwithali.com and join my inner circle, and I will email it to you. You can download it. You can save it. It's an incredible network marketing book and a guide that shows you how to operate from a level of integrity, how to operate from a level of professionalism, and everything and anything you've ever needed to know in order to make network marketing work for you. Because network marketing, everybody says you only need to know one thing in order to be successful. And I'm here to tell you there's a lot more that you need to know in order to be successful. There's a reason 97% of the people don't make money. So that's coming out November 20th. Make sure you opt into winwithali.com and you'll get your free copy. Otherwise, you can wait until December 20th and get it with general population for $4.99. Anyways, back to this topic for today. So what are you listening to? What are you putting in your mindset? People, you say you are what you eat. Well, I'm here to tell you are what you listen to. You are what you read. You are who you hang with. Show me your friends. I'll tell you who you are. You will not be positive until you change your input. If your input is negative, your output will be just as bad. Stop listening to garbage and distractions. I'll tell you something about myself when it comes to this political craziness. I came to the United States in June 20th, 2002. George Bush was the president. And then after him, there was President Obama, 2 terms. And then after him, there was President Trump. And then now, whether President Joe Biden will be officially confirmed or there will be President Trump for the 2nd term, I don't care really for the outcome. And I'll tell you why. Not that I'm dismissing democracy and I have lack of respect. No, that's not it. Because not a single one of them has ever made an opportunity created for me. When I lost my businesses, I had to rebuild them. When I created my success, I've created it. I decide how much taxes I want to pay. I decide the happy, joy lifestyle that I want to have with my wife. I create my opportunities. With all the respect, I don't need a sugar daddy to create my life for me. So I don't put any dependency on anybody. It's all on me. And when you are responsible, you are able to respond. That's what respond able means. So I am able. I'm not going to cripple myself. I'm perfect as I am. And I trust that the universe is going to guide me right where I need to be. So watch your input and you'll be amazed on how your output will look. Secondly is say yes more often. Say yes more often. People are throwing opportunities at you every single day. I'm not telling you to join. Just say yes, I'll take a look. Yes, I'll get educated. Yes, I am open-minded. You'll be amazed how many things you'll be discovering that you can do great things with for yourself and for your family. So say yes more often. Last but not least, work your face off. No one will do it for you. Not a single push-up will ever be done by someone else. You must do it. Point blank, period. I hope that this podcast helps you out to take the positivity train and drive it. I hope that this podcast episode helped you out to regain your freedom from dependency on anyone or anything else. You are able, you are capable, period. I believe in you. I hope to see your greatness. Do me a favor, if any of this episode has resonated with you, take a little bit of a clip, play it while you are on your story, and then do a story and tell me what you think, because I'd love to hear your feedback and I'd love to see your positivity. Connect with me everywhere that there's internet. Just ask Siri, ask Alexa or Google Assist to play your Strategic Partner podcast, or just Google my first and last name, or simply go to winwithali.com. Until next time, peace out, everybody.